What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to talk to you guys about the current state of getting into a tribe in 2026. It's been a hassle to get into a tribe, and I've been playing solo for the past year and a half now. I've been inside mega tribes, I've been inside small tribes, I've been inside tribes of all sizes. So I've recently tried to get into a certain tribe, multiple tribes that are established, because if you are solo, you understand you can get into a rat hole or get into a nice little cave area, any kind of spot, even living off a raft, you're going to get raided and wiped within 48 to 70 something hours. 3 to 4 days, you're going to be wiped. I don't care how big you are or how good you are at the game. Now, a lot of you are veterans like myself. I've been playing this game almost ever since it came out. You can look at my channel at some of my older videos and you can kind of see that to be true. And that being said, the game has changed a lot, and it changed drastically, and it's become a cesspool of hackers, modders, so on and so forth. And sometimes if you want to have a decent time in the game, you're going to need to be amongst these people, and people take this game seriously. And believe it or not, some of these people who are playing Ark, this is their living, whether they're selling stuff on eBay or some type of G2G.com, or even making content like myself. I used to get paid making content about Ark. I barely get any checks from this, so this is just for the love of the game. So I had a conversation with ChatGPT. I put in a long conversation and it spat out something very interesting. So I want to play this audio of ChatGPT giving its opinion on how the current state of Ark and getting invited into a tribe now is nearly impossible for some of us solo players. You have to know someone that knows someone that knows someone that knows someone in real life, which is bonkers to me. And ever since I've talked to a few people, and it's on Discord and doing my own research, I realized, wow, this game that pretty much sparked my YouTube life, my YouTube curiosity, is not the same game I've played years ago. And now that I'm a father, a husband, and I got a career, I'm even doing some stuff in school and side hustles and business and stuff, it's nearly impossible to unwind and relax and play this game like I used to, and just do like little melee Bob builds and crazy building PvE structures on PvP servers and see how long I'll last. You know, for some of you older people who watched my older content know the crazy stuff I used to get into. But so yeah, listen to this audio on ChatGPT and what it has to say about the current state of 2026, inviting you to a tribe.
Why joining an Ark tribe in 2026 feels almost impossible. There was a time when joining a tribe in Ark felt simple. You spawned on the beach, you met another random player. Maybe they killed you, maybe they helped you, maybe you both got chased by a raptor, laughed about it, and suddenly you had a tribe. But in 2026, official Ark Survival Ascended does not feel like that anymore. Now, joining a tribe feels less like making friends, and more like applying for a job you are not qualified for. You need hours, you need experience, you need proof you are not an insider, you need Discord, you need voice chat, you need somebody to vouch for you, and even then, a lot of tribes still do not trust you. And honestly, it makes sense. Ark is not just a survival game anymore. On official servers, Ark has become a political game, a social game, and in some cases, almost a war economy. The biggest issue is trust. Players on Reddit and forums constantly bring up inciting. When someone joins a tribe, gains access, and then steals, destroys, or leaks everything. One Reddit thread straight up talks about how people are still inciting, and the replies show how normal this fear has become in the community. Once a tribe loses months of progress because they trusted the wrong person, they do not forget that. That is why new players get treated like threats. You may just be a normal person trying to play, but to an established tribe, you might be an enemy alt. You might be scouting. You might be trying to get tribe logs, base locations, cryos, breeding lines, turret info, or Discord access. So the door closes, and that is the strange part about ARK in 2026. The people who need tribes the most are usually the least likely to get invited. A solo player needs protection, a new player needs teaching, a returning player needs a group. But official tribes often want finished products. They want people who already know the meta, already understand farming routes, already know how to defend, already know breeding, already have thousands of hours, and already know how to move inside tribe politics. That creates a loop. You need experience to join a good tribe, but you need a good tribe to get real official server experience. The second issue is that official PvP has become dominated by established groups. A lot of players describe official servers as controlled by alphas, mega tribes, or connected groups. On Steam, players discussed taxing on small tribe servers, where stronger groups allegedly demand resources or control server behavior. Some players argue that this is just sandbox PvP. Others say it ruins the point of small tribes entirely. That matters because if a server is already politically controlled, random new players are not seen as harmless. They are seen as unknown variables. A beach bob is not just a beach bob anymore. He could be a spy. He could be connected to another tribe. He could be scouting build spots. He could be the first sign of an incoming raid. That is why small bases get wiped. Not always because the alpha tribe is evil, but because official ARK rewards paranoia. If you ignore a random stone base today, that base could become a fob tomorrow. The third issue is that small tribes does not always feel small. Wildcard's rules say small tribes are supposed to be independent groups, and informal alliances violate the spirit of the mode. Their official code of conduct specifically says, small tribes are built around small teams working independently, without informal alliances. But players have complained for years that groups find ways around that. On the official forums, players discussed how teaming can become a gray area, with information sharing, defense stacking, multiple tribes joining raids, and cross-server coordination. One forum user argued that small tribes can become highly organized PvP at a faster pace, not an easier version of official. So when a solo player says, "I'll just play small tribes," that does not always solve the problem. You may still be fighting organized groups. You may still be dealing with politics. You may still be dealing with players who know every cave, every meta tame, every transfer strategy, every exploit history, and every server reputation. The fourth issue is that even when you finally join a mega tribe, it may not feel good. One of the best examples I found was a Reddit post from a player who joined a mega tribe and felt overwhelmed. They said they had access to a huge tribe, but nothing felt like theirs. They described needing permission, dealing with quotas, not knowing who to ask, and feeling like they were constantly borrowing things instead of actually belonging. That is powerful because it shows the other side of the dream. A lot of solo players think, if I could just get into a mega tribe, I'd be set. But maybe not. Maybe you get in and realize you are not joining a family. You are joining a machine. There are ranks, rules, quotas, admins, breeders, farmers, PvPers, voice channels, permission systems, tribe logs, assigned jobs, and if you are new, you may feel less like a member and more like a disposable worker. That is one of my biggest theories about why ARK feels different now. ARK used to be about survival. Now, official ARK is about institutional survival. The tribe itself becomes a corporation. The dinosaurs are assets. The base is infrastructure. The breeders are departments. The PvPers are security. The farmers are labor. The Discord is the office. The admins are management. And the new recruit is on probation. That is not necessarily anyone's fault. It is what the game created. When progress takes hundreds or thousands of hours, people become protective. When one bad recruit can destroy everything, leaders become paranoid. When server wars become massive, tribes become militarized. When real money trading and black market value enter the picture, trust gets even worse. And that brings up another uncomfortable point. Some players believe official ARK has an economy outside the game. People talk about paid boosting, selling access, selling spots, selling tames, selling resources, or controlling servers for profit. Not every claim is proven, and not every server is like that, but the perception alone affects the culture. If players believe official servers have real money value, then every unknown player becomes more suspicious. That is why comments on your video could be strong, because this is not just about "I can't find a tribe." It is about how the social structure of ARK has changed. The old ARKy fantasy was, wake up naked, meet people, build together, survive together. The new official ARKy reality often feels like, spawn in, get judged, get wiped, get ignored, get told to join Discord, then get rejected, because nobody knows you. And honestly, I think a lot of players are tired. They still love the game, they still love the dinos, they still love the grind, they still love the idea of tribe life. But they do not love begging for a spot. They do not love being treated like a spy. They do not love starting over every 2 days. They do not love feeling like official servers are already owned before they even spawn in. So what is the solution? Maybe tribes need trial systems that do not give new people full access right away. Maybe official servers need better in-game reputation tools. Maybe tribe permissions need to be deeper, so leaders can safely recruit without risking everything. Maybe beginner-friendly official clusters need real protection. Maybe players need to stop chasing mega tribes and start building smaller, slower, more genuine groups. Or maybe the hard truth is this: official ARK is no longer built for casual trust. It is built for organized survival. And in a game where betrayal can erase months of work, trust has become the rarest resource in the game. Not element, not black pearls, not mutations, trust. That is why joining a tribe in 2026 feels harder than ever. Because you are not just asking someone to invite you, you are asking them to risk everything they built.
And there you go, guys. I really like these types of videos, or this style of video. I don't have enough time to do the old style videos like I used to. Every once in a while I will come with a regular video of like me trolling people, doing crazy builds and server stuff and all that. But with my current schedule, I just can't put in the work like I used to. So these styles of videos may be the new style for a while now. And I really appreciate you guys watching these videos. The next video we'll be talking about eBay tames. People are buying tames off eBay, which I can't really blame them. At the same time, it screws the game up and the economy of ARK. So make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.